Hey everybody, it's me, Andy. I just want to thank you for tuning into this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, it's okay, I forgive you. Go ahead and subscribe now. This video is basically an introduction to who I am, why I'm here, and what it is that I hope to accomplish by having this channel. So, like I said before, my name is Andy. The YouTube name is Embraced by Andy, as well as Instagram and Twitter. And I do want to tell you a little bit about how I came about that name. When I figured out that I needed to start basically vlogging or being on social media more about my natural hair journey, I asked a couple of friends, what should my name be? I wanted it to be like a memorable name. And one of my friends suggested Embraced by Andy. And then I really thought about that name and I was like, oh, you know what? Yes, that is a very good name. And I say that because I have not always embraced who I was. I have not always embraced how I looked. It's actually been a real struggle for me for most of my life, especially with my hair. A few years ago, you would have not caught my hair in this curly state. That was a big no-no in my book. I only wore my hair straight. It was crazy. But I think that was an interesting time for me because for some, it's a little bit deeper than just me wanting to have my hair straight, if you know what I mean. I associated natural hair or curly hair or anything other than straight hair as ugly. I didn't like it. I didn't want any parts of it. If I had a little bump of anything in my roots, nope, ugly. I'm not going out of the house. I'm hideous. I can't do it. It was very difficult for me to do anything other than straight. But as the years went on, I started seeing, a bunch of, like, basically what they call the natural hair movement. And I know some people have an issue with that because it's not really a movement. It's just embracing who you really are. Getting back to your true self, which I didn't want to do. I didn't want any parts of it. But then I started noticing the beauty in it. And how I was like, oh, look at her. Oh, okay, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Oh, she's gorgeous. Like, and they all had this big, fluffy, curly, kinky hair. None of them had straight hair. Not to say that there's anything wrong with straight hair now, but none of them did. They were all natural. So I'm like, okay, what do they do to get this look? How do they do it? So I took to Instagram. Well, I started researching, and Instagram was probably around like the first place that I started seeing all these pictures. God bless Instagram. Instagram has walked me through starting my natural hair journey, as well as YouTube, which is why I'm here. If I can see the videos and learn how to do it, I figure why not be a light to someone else, and maybe you guys can follow me on my hair journey and see how I did it, and hopefully that brings you some kind of hope. Hence, embrace who you are. Embraced by Andy. So basically, I just started clicking on different pictures that I saw, and clicking on their profiles, and then scrolling through, real stalker mode, like way back to the beginning of their pages to see what they looked like then and what they look like now, and that hair journey that they had. And it helped me learn a lot. I learned so much. I didn't know where to start though. That was the hardest part. I didn't know where to start. So basically, through different pictures and through the YouTube channels, I just started following certain people, specific people that I saw in multiple people's posts, like Natural85 Whitney. If you've heard of her, I followed her. She is like the guru of DIY products and natural organic products for your hair. I followed her. I followed The Main Choice, which I'll get to a little bit later about exactly how they helped me. I started following Ebony Clark, who is now Ebony Bomani. I started following her, and I believe I started following HeyCurlie, if you know of that name. Her name is Romance. And I started following Symmetra Reed. So those are like really the first kind of Instagram profiles and YouTube videos that I started following to try and understand my hair, or what my hair could be. Now at the time I had severe heat damage. Like, it was ridiculous. The heat damage was crazy. I've been hearing all about curl patterns. I didn't know what a curl pattern was because I only knew straight. I only knew straight hair. I flat ironed my hair multiple times. If I sweated at night and got up in the morning and it was a little bit at the roots, you know, a little kinky, nope, I straightened it. So then I was like, okay, you know what, I can start somewhere. So I wet my hair in the morning, and I caught myself trying to wear my hair curly to work. Yeah, no, hot mess. There were no curls. There were no curls at all. Look at this. Really? You call those curls? No, those were not curls at all. A lot of people kept telling me, you know what, nope, you're gonna have to cut off your hair. You're gonna have to start all over. Just go ahead and do the big chop. Go for it. Just start over. And you see me, the way my hair is set up, the big chop was not an option. The idea of a big chop just was not, that was not gonna work for me. I didn't want any parts of it. So I really started to research how it was possible to resurrect my hair back to its natural state without having to cut it all off. I knew that I was gonna have to do an aggressive approach to nursing my hair back to its original state, even though I had no idea what its original state was, but I knew that it was in there somewhere. So that's what I had to do. So when I say aggressive, I mean aggressive. I mean, I decided that for an entire year, I was not gonna straighten my hair. For an entire year. Now that's difficult for someone who doesn't even go an entire day without straightening their hair. But you make it up in your mind that you're gonna do something and nothing else can stop you. And so that's what I did. So every other day for a year, I deep conditioned my hair. I probably deep conditioned the crap out of it. But as you can see, these lovely curls here, it worked. It worked. I took that year and did what I had to do. I researched different YouTube channels for protective styles, for different styling methods. I'm just here to basically tell you that it's possible. If you don't want to do a big chop and you're transitioning from either relaxed hair or heat damaged hair, you don't have to. You don't have to, but it is going to take an extreme amount of TLC. You're going to have a whole lot of patience. You're going to have a whole lot of tender, loving care for your hair. Oh snap, that rhymed. Record deal, record deal. That's basically why I'm here. I'm here to help you embrace your hair. You see the tagline, it says embrace the hair you're in, you know, got that from embrace the skin you're in, or love the skin you're in. No, okay, whatever. Corny, whatever, it's fine. But embrace the hair you're in. I had to do that. I had to come to terms with the fact that I was running away from what my hair really was, and it really is deeper than that. I didn't think I was pretty unless I had straight hair. Somewhere along the line, society had embedded into me that you're only pretty with straight hair unless you're mixed. Then you can have curly hair. Other than that, your hair needs to be straight. That's the only beauty. That's the only way guys would want me, is if my hair was straight and long. That's really the lie that I told myself. That's the lies that I kept telling myself. So I'm here to tell you that you don't have to live like that. You don't have to think like that. And you will have some funny looking stages. I'm just gonna be straight up and tell you that now. You're gonna have some interesting stages. The stage between straight to curly was a hot mess. But it's only for a short time. If you think about it, a year is not that long compared to the rest of your life. A year is not that long. So you can do it. You can do it. If that's what you want to do, embrace it. Embrace who you are. Embrace your natural beauty. Black is beautiful. Don't ever let anybody tell you that it's not. Black is beautiful in all of our glory. This mane right here, love it. But I'm always being asked, what do you do to your hair? What's in your hair? Oh, you got that good hair. Okay. Can we visit that for 1 second? I don't want to keep you guys too long, but can we visit that for 1 second? I cannot stand when people say, oh, you got that good hair, or oh, you must be mixed, or good hair. No, boo-boo, you have good hair too. You just have to treat it a little better than what you do. When I was growing up, we weren't really allowed to use brushes, and we weren't allowed to use hair gel. We weren't allowed to do a lot of stuff with our hair. It just, our hairdresser was like, no, they can't do that. It's gonna break their hair off. So we didn't. And I think that helped a lot in growing up, to have that, you know, to have thick, long hair. It was very low manipulation hairstyles that we did when we were young. Not to say that that's like the reason why I have long hair. I mean, my dad's hair grows like weeds and my mom's hair is thick. So I mean, of course, the combination of that. But I don't believe for a second that somebody has good hair and somebody else doesn't. I think it's all in what you do with it. I think if you treat it a little better, and you have a little bit more patience with it, and don't be so quick to brush the crap out of it. Don't be so quick to put a bunch of stuff in it. Really research what it is that you're putting in your hair. Just like you research or you're selective about what you put in your body because you want to maybe be a certain weight, or you want to look a certain way. It is the exact same thing with your hair. And results are not going to be overnight. They're not going to be overnight, but you will see them if you just have a little bit more patience. I think that's like one of the biggest things that you can do, or one of the greatest things that you can do in this process of your natural hair journey, is to have patience. And don't be afraid to take risks. YouTube a bunch of different people, naturalistas. YouTube them. See what they did in their journeys, and maybe it'll work for you. Research different styles. That's what I had to do. I had to figure out what styles work for me. Me, Bantu knots, we don't get along. No, never have, never will. I'm sorry, I don't rock with you, Bantu. We just don't vibe. We don't gel right now. We're just not friends. Because I wind up looking a hot mess when I do Bantu knot outs. I think I've gotten one success out of like 10 times. So I'm just not gonna mess with you. I just can't do it. So, but I did discover that twist outs and flat twist outs and perm rods and flexi. There's so many infinite things that you can do with your hair. And a part of this channel is me teaching you how to do that. A lot of this channel is going to be different hair products that I'm going to be reviewing, things that worked for me and that I hope to pass on to you for you to try, but it's ultimately what works for you. You're just going to have to try a bunch of different things. Some things that work for me may not work for you, and vice versa, but I'm here to just give you more options and to see from like a real life perspective. A lot of you that are following my channel right now actually know me in person and have actually asked me, what do you do with your hair? What do you do with your hair? How do you get it to do this? How do you get it to do this? Well, that's why I'm here. So this is basically who I am. I'm Andy, the goofball, the girl that is finally going after what it is that I want to do, and that is hair. I love hair. I love everything about hair. I love to do it. I love to talk about it. I love researching about it. So that's why I'm here, and hopefully we can go on this journey together. And thank you again for listening to my spiel. I know it's probably long, but whatever, I'm long-winded sometimes. Who cares? Sue me. I look forward to making another video. I think the next one that I will make will be a different hairstyle. If you want to see a specific hairstyle that you maybe have seen me worn, or you want to see a different version of it on somebody else, then let me know in the comments below what you want to see. It could be a twist out, a perm rod set, a flexi rod set, anything that you want to see, let me know. And I will do my best to record it and let you see. You follow me on, like I said, Twitter and Instagram, Embraced by Andy, all one word. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you again for your support. I really appreciate it. I remember I put a status out and said, hey, if I made a YouTube channel, would you guys follow? And I've already got some subscribers, so thank you. That's very encouraging for me. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to taking this hair journey to the next level, and that to having all of you guys here with me. So thank you. It really does mean a lot to me. So until next time, bye. And remember to embrace the hair you're in because you're beautiful. Bye.